Greetings from Cuyahoga Falls. My name is Jehovah. Welcome to War of Rights. It is Saturday and we're hanging out with the UEC. And the Confederates typically use the woods up here, and that's what they're doing. Who's guarding the left flank? That's 51st New York. You put your good troops in the worst positions, and you can see just knocking them down. What do we got for the Confederates coming this way? 8th Alabama, 20th Georgia. This is no joke. 51st New York going to have their work cut out for them. Hope they brought a sandwich. You can see the deadly rounds of the 51st ripping through. You can hear other guys coming in. So the CSA steadies the word. They're coming up slow and steady. See 8th Florida and 3rd Alabama on the wall here. Union really on fire this weekend, doing a great job. The way you win this map, kids, it's pretty simple. You come up, you hit this corner, you run right up this wall right here, and you're able to hold the point of contention without putting yourself out in the middle of that field. You got to get all the way up into this area, I believe, though. All right, the old guard's here, 52nd New York. We've seen some really heroic defenses of this wall and some pretty interesting charges as well. Used to back in the day, everybody just camp the rocks. That never happens anymore. Or I'd say rarely. We're at South Mountain. This is Reno's fall. Hogg and I actually went to this area. We stood on the monument for Jesse Reno. And the Confederates were trying to stall the Union. So the Union General, McClellan, actually had Robert E. Lee's plans in his possession. And so he knew exactly how Lee had his army separated. And it was to his advantage to attack him as quickly as he could. And McClellan was known for sitting on his ass and not doing anything. But in this case, he really had no excuse, so he had to go after Lee. And so Lee used Longstreet to block the gaps in South Mountain. These paths, these roads that were on here, ultimately lead down to the river. And that's what Lee needed to cross to get back into Virginia, so the Potomac River. And so it was very important for them to slow the Union down. Not necessarily stop them. This wasn't meant to be a major engagement because you just can't fit enough men into these small gaps to do huge numbers like you would later, just a couple days later at Antietam. But still bloody fighting. So Frank just throwing lead through the woods. Don't stand in the way. He's talking about the 51st. I heard that. You'd think of all the years I hung out with these German guys that I'd learn a little bit of German, but nope. 9. So we hear a lot of firing on the left-hand side. That sounds like an assault. The Union really in control of this position. 6th Cav here, Parker. Holding a good spot here. Man, the lighting, and it gets dark here in this map, but the lighting is really pretty before it does. The magic hour. Oh, it's 51st New York, of course. Holding the woods. They are the left flank. Get out of my way, flag. If you're new, welcome to the UEC. And you can hear they're happy with themselves. They're driving back the enemy, which suggests that the Confederates in their front are having trouble. They're still here. Surprised they're not pushing harder when they had more men. You can see they've lost a lot of them. But here comes some reinforcements. Well, no, they're heading this way. Up. CSA finally making a push to the corner. Here we go. Jumbo coming up the lane. All right, so the Union's going to have to get down and shoot down this wall. That's what they're trying to do here. About face. Uh-oh. They got Union behind them. Is that 51st New York? Or did the 6th Cav cross the road? That's 83rd. So a great assault there by the Duke. That really broke up the Confederates that were on that wall there. You can see they are gone. Now we've got a different push. This is the Floridians. Hogg's going to try to push through the fence. This is never easy. God, could you imagine being that so close to somebody and them shooting a musket at your ass? Knowing that if they don't kill you and they just hit you in the leg, you're going to lose that leg. If you survive. Must have been absolutely terrifying. That's why these men were so hard and had such hard kids, All right, Preacher and the boys coming up, hitting them right in the mouth. 1st Cav, 6th Cav, going head to head here. Oh, and throwing the lead is the U.S. Cav. There ain't much to formation out of there, buddy. Yeah, he did it. That was his order. Shoot those men. And you see 2 of them go down.
You're not gonna hit me.
I was waiting for it. It's like Hog and the boys. Oh, yeah, they're coming up now. But Union prepared for it. The IVB. But they've got them behind them now. Hitting the rocks. That's 3rd Alabama. And they're chasing the Union out of here. That's 83rd. All right, so the Alabama now trying to take the point away from. This is different. This is an old school method of doing it. That's the way they used to do it anyway. Back in my day, we just went for the rocks. You see the Union now streaming away from that forward position as the point of contention is bleeding away. Williamson trying to get the lay of the land here. And here it goes. It's turning red. 27 minutes left in the match. The Confederates are engaged. Union battle ready. But we're about to have a counterattack if the Union doesn't do something quick. They've got them at the wall here. 20th New York. This is the German Corps. They can definitely make an assault. They've got some men. Along with a mixed bag here. 18th North Carolina. Hey, Polly West. Those crazy Delawares. Not a lot of them. But they are here representing. And you can see they're stacking up the men on the wall, and that means that those rocks don't take the point like they used to. And this is the 51st New York stalling the Confederate plan. And you hear the rebel yell. Both sides now engaged. Union doing pretty good so far. Still got Union up on the fence. That's probably 6th Cav. Imagine, yeah, I was going to say, imagine the Confederates are going to come through the woods. 8th Alabama, German Legion. Oh, here they come. Union assaulting the 8th Alabama. Can they do it? Who is it? They're dying so fast I can't even get a name. Oh, it's the IVB. And here come the 83rd with him. Iron Duke leading the way with the sword. No, he's got the pistol. And he ran up on a whole nest of them. He's still alive. He's still using that damn thing, too. Absolute mayhem in the woods. Confederate flags laying in the dirt. We got a lot of Union in this area. We got Confederates. 8th Florida. I hear Hog. 1st Virginia Cav right up to their left. They're making progress. They want to hammer away at that corner so they can run it right up that wall. Ooh, and we get artillery now. Well, that's German Corps charging bayonets. And here they go. If he can't protect his back, he's going to attack you from the front. And the CSA has abandoned the rocks and they've gone into the corn. German Corps are going to go in after him. We'll go with them. And the German Corps with the 52nd New York are going to roll over the 3rd Alabama. Flag goes down. Williamson goes down. Como's still here. There's Frank. So a great charge, but the Confederates now moving up the wall, and they're going to be in position. This is where they want to be. Hog is there. Now, can the 8th Florida protect their back? They've got Union behind them. Oh, we got more CSA coming up to defend that position. 56 Virginia. And they're going to smash into the German Corps, and this is exactly what Hog needs to hold that wall and take away the point of contention from the Union. Oh, man, they got a lot of Union hitting their flank. Look at this. Woo! The IVB is here. The 83rd Pennsylvania is here. 6th U.S. Cav. The 1st Virginia coming up the hill alongside with the 20th Georgia. A lot of action here. You see that red line going toward the Confederates. What will the Union do to break the stronghold here? Oh, it looks like the Union survived this attack. Yeah, they did. German Corps still here. 52nd still here. Confederate flag laying in the dirt. And there it is, the counterattack in effect. 11:56 left in this match, unless the Union can take back the point of contention. Now the Florida kind of in a tough spot. You're just kind of bait out here. He got right up on him, that's for sure. 51st New York. A lot of their guys going down. The guns of the 1st Virginia Cav. Preacher getting his boys in right where it hurts. And Venom is going to give some back. Oh, and there he goes. They both went down. No, Preacher's still up there. These boys from Virginia might be crazy, but they sure can shoot. Alabama coming around now from the backside. They're going to sweep around. This is the other way to come in. You can see the point of contention starting to bleed away. 10:31. Here they come back. 3rd Alabama. Oh, and they're going to hit the 83rd coming back across the field here. More casualties than normal without cover. Well, you hear the rebel yell. Both sides now taking losses. 9:14 left, and that red ticker keeps rocking back and forth. They're really fighting for this point of contention right now in the match. 3rd Alabama actually moving away from it, though. We got Confederates really deep in Union territory. That's 8th Alabama. Alabama German Legion really going to hurt the Union here if they can't get back from spawn. They've cut them off from their spawn point. Now we've got more Confederates coming into the area, so this is going to be tricky. Although the Union is getting the point of contention back now very, very quickly, as the Confederates have left the area. But here comes Slaughter. The Virginians are going to go back to the rocks. Let's go with the 56th Virginia. Slaughter and the boys. Can they do it? 52nd New York, the old guard. Here we go. Killed by his own man. I saw that. Oh, J.J. Carter. Oh, that was a mistake. Of course he didn't mean to do that. It's hard. It's hard not to stab your friend right in the face sometimes. So the Alabama German Legion back to the wall now. And all those Union that went across that field are nice, juicy targets for the CSA as they just start gobbling that red line back up. 7:21 left in the counterattack. Both sides taking losses. The Union better think of something pretty nasty here if they're going to give the Confederates a run for their money. You can see they're trying to come up the road. 3rd Alabama trying to hold the corner. Not super easy, but they do have more support here as well. 8th Florida on the right flank. Hogg going to try to find the weak spot. Going to continue to try to turn them away from the point of contention. So I love this kind of strategy here, where the Union not only has to go past the Confederates to get to the point, Hogg is continuously rolling around to the Union left flank, trying to get them to turn away from the point of contention. But now you see they're having to go back. Going to take more of a defensive stance here. 6:23 left in the match. Confederates looking pretty strong at this point. They might be able to hold it out. And with 5 minutes left, there's kind of a lull in the battle. We'll see if the Union are hypnotized here. No, they're not. They're still moving. That's Weber. German Corps, which at this point is pretty much 20th New York. Look at them. A lot of 20th New York here. The anchor of the Union. And there's Frank. 52nd New York. And they're going to go out to the rocks. They want to get there. This, again, is an old school method. This is the Union way. But you see Frank turning around. Not wanting to be the first to get hit. He was looking for a meat shield. And the 6th came with him. 20th Georgia, 56th Virginia. 3rd Alabama is up here. 8th Alabama. And most of the Union are farther away still, being held up. You can see 18th North Carolina, 83rd, stuck on the fence there a bit. Oh, here we go. Union now doing it. And Frank leading his men. No, it's Weber and Frank. Boy, this is some old UEC action right here. Coming across the field and getting in behind the Confederate lines. Going to have some cover here. And Frank is no one to be sitting on his heels. He is going after it. Just look at the number of men coming through these woods right here. It's a great shot. And the Confederates saw it coming. Union still streaming through. And they've completely encircled these Confederates here. Wow, an impressive charge by the German Corps and the 52nd New York. And Parker's here too, 6th Cav here as well. Wow, the comeback move of the day here. Can they use it to push all the way through to the point? They completely came around, the Confederates here, but now the Union is breaking. That was a costly attack. And fortunately for them, the Confederates already hold the point of contention, so they've got 3 extra minutes. So now this is a strange position for the Union because the Confederates respawn behind them down this road. So they're always going to have somebody coming up their flank. So they won't be able to just stand here very long. They're going to have to move. Protect themselves from the woods because they know the Confederates are coming from that direction. You can see the fire up from the top of the hill already happening. So this might be a suicide attack for the 8th Florida having to come over this wall against the veterans of the 52nd New York. And here come the Cav. You heard Parker. And the Confederates in quite a pickle here, but they're hanging on. Looks like they've done it as well. 8th Florida able to penetrate that stone wall and a counterattack. Incredible. And now Jumbo on the move. Yeah, the Confederates really trying to hang on with 1 minute left. You can see the Union in a great position up here by the wall now. They've crept back down this way. And the German Corps taking care of what was left up there. And that red line is almost disappearing. We're about to go back to 20 minutes. Oh, dude, it's been a counterattack for so long. This is awesome. This game, how long's your match going to be? I don't know, 2-3 hours. That's awesome. No, Georgia says no. Here they come. Will they get any help? Georgia, Georgia. Can they get any help? 56 Virginia. They're flushing up the road. Will they get more? 3rd Alabama. Here they come. Can we conjure even more? 8th Florida. It's the whole Confederate Army. 1 second left. Will they get the overtime? They did. Union still alive. Hanging on by their figurative fingernails. Can they do it? It is just a massacre here. And that blue line is still ticking blue. Oh my God. Do it, Union. These guys are tired. They're exhausted. They're still pushing up that hill. Look at this. We still got 3rd Alabama here. Not a lot. Looks like the Confederate momentum has finally petered out. And that blue line's going to come all the way back. We're going to go back to 20 minutes on the game clock. This is fantastic. I hope you guys are enjoying this. What a match. What a match. What a stand by the Union. I had them written off here. Jeez, it's still not over. We still got Alabama here. But they did it. The game clock is back to 20 minutes. Good job, Union. I love this, man. That is no quit is what that is. Because they were dead to rights. They should have lost that match right there. Confederates aren't done yet. Here they come. They got their dander up now. They know the game has been extended. And Preacher is moving his boys onto the flank. Just don't lead them out of bounds, Preacher. He got their flank again. So they're getting shot from behind. Do they even know it? Yeah, they know it. Sending the Cav after him. Cav v. Cav. Preacher v. Parker. Oh, I don't see Parker here right now. Yep, there he is. Preacher might have more men. Barbecue! Oh, no. Well, you know him and Barbecue married cousins. Let's see. They were ad-libbing. I thought I'd try to help out a little bit. They only got one. I tell you, Preacher doing his job here. They've got the Union kind of off kilter, but 18 minutes left in this match. And they may have woken the Union up a bit. They seem to be a little bit more active. They're trying to push down the road. You see the Irish doing their imitation of the 20th New York, holding that road. This is where they got the moniker. doing just that same thing right there. So we got Confederates down at the corner now. They're going to try to push straight up that wall. That is typical, or they're going to swing around in the woods. And the sun's kind of in your eyes over here. It's not ideal. You hear Jumbo, hey, let's not get hasty and rush this. We still got plenty of time, and we're breaking too, you know. But if they can get the point of contention back now, they can win the match. And Hog getting out there. They want to go up the hill. See, Preacher was always... That was Preacher trying to get up there. Here's Hog. Directly in front of us. Jumbo didn't want to rush it. I don't think Hog was on the same page with that idea. Here they go. Gave him a volley and then moved immediately. Do you guys see that? Came out, set up in position, got a volley, find cover, get reloaded. So the Floridian's a little exposed here. You can see the fire coming in. Oh! The ragdoll went right by me. All right, we got it. Last stand. They've triggered it. 15 minutes left in the match. The Union now in a last stand situation. I don't think they get any more reinforcements after this. They got that gun all the way up that damn hill. Well done, boys. And Preacher had better watch out. Oh, it's Alabama. Oh, shit. Gonna give Tim some of his own medicine here? They might try. Did they get the ammo all the way up the hill? See Preacher running right in front of him there. So we got more Confederates on the move in this direction. Let's see where they're going. Juicy Boss right up front. And you see they caught him running. Got him on the flank. It was the 51st New York, and now they're being charged. You can see a powerful flanking maneuver by the Confederates here. Well, the point of contention is now swinging back toward the Confederates. This will be instant death for the Union if the 3rd Alabama is able to do it. They're going to have to do something about it. Here comes Parker and the 6th Cav. Final push for the Confederates. Alabama German Legion coming across the road. This is it, folks. It's now or never. And a Confederate victory. If you like that, hit that like button. Consider subscribing. Until next time, my name's JOEHOVA, and I'll catch you later. Goodbye.